refresh, you gotta keep refreshing until we pop up.
Refresh and share with everybody.
Keep refreshing until you see
Yeah, I
it.
don't see it yet.
I don't see it yet. So what we'll do is, log out of
Did
this.
you want the music on, the intro?
No.
She's just going live, then let you know when.
I don't got nothing.
everybody. Welcome back to the Wiseguyz Show Christmas special, Christmas and New Year special. I know it looks a little empty here tonight. That's because we got a major snowstorm on the East Coast, and it is what it is, but we got a big show tonight, and we're going to go with it. Let me introduce myself. I am Freddie the Fireman, the host this evening. Sitting next to me is Italian singing sensation, Biagio's in the house. And we also...
tuning in. Thanks for tuning in.
Nobody's in. All right, but Jumpin' Gennaro's on his way. But we got Joey Cat sitting next to Jumpin' Gennaro, sitting next to Biagio. Joey Cat in the house. And a longtime friend of ours, our official DJ, he's here tonight. He is Roberto Santos is in the house.
Roberto.
All right.
All right.
Jumpin' Gennaro's on his way. And here we got, strolling along the way here, he's going to sit in for a Jumpin' Gennaro until he gets here, is none other than San Antonio.
Ciao, San Antonio.
Good evening. How are you today?
Antonio, what's going on? Yeah? Okay. But listen, I want to tell everybody, this is our show, our Christmas special, our Christmas and New Year special, and it is our last show for 2020, getting rid of this rotten 2020 year. Let me tell you.
Spit without the mask.
And oh yeah, you're right. But we right off the bat, I want to explain. Dom Carbone was supposed to come and sing for us tonight. He canceled due to the weather conditions. Also, Pastor Michael Casal had to cancel. He was coming in from Staten Island. But later on tonight, don't go nowhere, we got none other than Don Novello, who everybody knows is Father Guido Sarducci, will be calling in at around 9 o'clock.
Yes.
And I want you
Can't wait for
to
that.
tune in.
That's
This is
gonna
going to
be
be, trust me when I tell you, we made this show happen because this is going to be an amazing interview. Also, Luigi the Elf, unfortunately, got COVID and couldn't make it in tonight. So, listen, we're going to go with it, and we're going to have a great time. We have a lot to talk about, the future, but I'm a couple of people off screen right now. We have our photographer in the house, Anthony Scala from Scala Photography.
Anthony.
And Annette, the talent coordinator, who's working the broadcasting system, the Switcher broadcasting system. Annette, who's done a great job, who actually landed Don Novella for the show. And let me tell you, it's going to be a great show tonight. Don't go nowhere. Tell your friends. Father Guido Sarducci will be calling in. He's in California, and he's going to, I'm telling you, I was on the phone with him yesterday, the day before that, and he's just a funny guy, and we're going to have a great time. So, I'm going to start off with Lenny and Lucia. Thank you, Lenny and Lucia, for at Zaz Radio, ZazRadio.com. Their live, raw, interactive reality talk show. Lenny and Lucia did a pre-show, I believe. I'm not sure. We were setting up a lot going on. So, Biagio, what's going on?
Well, right now, because of the holidays, I guess, and COVID, not much, but we have a lot of stuff going on, hopefully for February, going to 2021.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of stuff's on hold, but we have a lot of big things coming up. And hopefully, you know, with the vaccine and everything right now, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, things will
got
turn
it?
around.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was a COVID year.
see.
We dealt with it. There is a vaccine, though, and a lot of people are starting to begin taking it. The healthcare workers and the emergency workers. And
Let all the Democrats get it first.
But I want a special mention who couldn't make it tonight because of the weather. Angela Accetta, our Italian Hoboken connection. Also, the doc, who will be calling in. We're going to have the doc call in and give us everybody. He wants to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Also,
miss the doc tonight.
Nikki Voices couldn't make it tonight
No
either.
Italian lessons.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of, I guess the roads, they're starting to get bad. They're not that bad.
Yeah,
But,
well,
you know.
look, this is our Christmas special. We couldn't let it go. If we did, we would have had to do the show next week on the 23rd, and we just wanted to end this horrible year with a great show. And I'm telling you, don't go nowhere. Father Guido Sarducci is just an amazing talent, and he's going to give us a lot of time on the phone, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's first of all, I want to thank everybody for this whole year. We stuck together. We pulled it through. We didn't start till late. I believe we started in May, and we didn't take a summer break. So obviously me, Freddie the Fireman, but all the wise guys I want to thank: Jumpin' Gennaro, Biagio, the Doc, Joey Cat, Angela Chetta, Nikki Voices Petito, Artie Hoffman, Joe Woolley, Billy Gagoots, Mad Dog Mike Jenkins, obviously Annette the talent coordinator, Antonio Sandandone, our engineer, Anthony Scala, Blaze Benavenga Jr., I want to mention he was a big part of helping us out throughout the year. Artie Pasquale, our godfather, he was supposed to come in tonight. Obviously, I'm sure the storm canceled that, but he did have surgery.
He is going to call at 8:45 for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Artie?
All right, okay. All right. And also Federico Castelluccio, Furio from The Sopranos, Roro Antonucci, Minnie Mark, who has COVID, Mamma Mia Anna Maria, and Jumpin' Gennaro Jr. And if I'm missing anybody, I thought I got everybody. Anybody think I missed?
No, I mean, then,
Anybody?
you know,
Any
all the
names
covered it all.
that
guests
joined
that
us?
come and everything else, obviously.
I got
that's
yeah.
us.
So these are all the wise guys, and in the future we're going to be adding more to the list. And I got to say, we're going to move forward with our Christmas special, and I want to start off right away with our favorite Christmas movies. Now, does anybody have a famous movie? Anybody?
Well, mine,
Home Alone's my favorite. Well, Home Alone.
Home Alone. What about you?
I love It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful
I
Life.
think that's
Great
a
movie.
classic.
Miracle
obviously.
on 34th Street.
Miracle on 30. Okay, what about White Christmas with Bing Crosby?
Very nice.
Oh, that was a great one,
Yeah,
too.
that's
obviously.
Too old.
Yeah.
Anybody out there like that? But
White Christmas.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas? What about Antonio?
I don't
that
like
looks like that
anything.
could be your favorite movie.
I am a Grinch.
Your favorite Grinch.
I am a Grinch.
We asked Sandandone if he would sing a few songs for us tonight, being that he's in this big famous band that he will not allow us. But we do have a video, though. We have a Christmas
do have a
video of your
video.
band. Reality Suite. We want to thank also for being one of the bands that play for the Wiseguyz whenever we do something. A Year Without a Santa Claus. What do you think?
Here he is, right here. Look.
You know, I never saw that movie. I never saw that movie.
You never saw A
that
Year
movie.
Without a Santa
No, I
Claus?
don't think
Really?
so.
Rankin and Bass Productions. We have a connection with Rankin Bass. They were actually supposed to do a show with us a while back, and we never continued with them. But we still have their information. What about Miracle on 34th Street?
Great movie.
There was two of them, right?
There was,
Great
I think,
movie.
three.
The
of them.
regular? Oh,
I think
really?
there was
That was
three.
my pick.
Okay.
That was your pick.
Yeah.
Which one do you like?
The black and white version.
So the original.
The
The
original.
original.
That was with Natalie Wood. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
How about you shoot your eye out?
Of course.
well,
the
that was-
Christmas,
look,
the Christmas
that was-
story.
Yeah.
A Christmas Carol. What about that? That's with Scrooge.
Yeah.
Scrooge. That's a
Antonio,
great
that's
one,
another
too.
one of your
me.
favorite movies. No, there was 3 or 4 of those. Oh, there's a lot of those actually. One actually was with Jim Carrey. That was the latest one, I think. But then
That
there
was from Disney.
There was a
In
lot
fact, I
of.
watched it last night.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah,
of
there was a
there's
few.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life. That's what you said, right?
I think that's the
That's
classic.
one of the
Yeah,
best.
that's
Yeah, that's one of the
And A
best.
Christmas Story, our buddy Scotty Schwartz. We're giving you ideas if you're home during the snowstorm and you want to catch a movie after the Wiseguyz show. This is what you should do. About Elf. A lot of people are big fans of Elf.
Actually, that would be
Funny,
my
that was a
favorite.
good one.
That's
That-
your favorite?
Yeah, that's a favorite.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
And Christmas Vacation. What about that?
Yeah, Chevy Chase.
Chevy
Chevy
Chase.
Chase.
Yeah,
Good one.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Chevy Chase has a connection with tonight because he was on Saturday Night Live, and so was Father Guido
There you go.
Sarducci. So we're
Around the same time, right?
Let me tell you, Don
Yes.
Novello is a complete legend.
75, 76.
Legend. He's a total legend. And he's got a lot of stories, man. He was on Johnny Carson. Don Novello, the Father Guido Sarducci was on Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Conan O'Brien. He was also on Rowan. What did you say? Rowan and
Martin?
Rowan and Martin.
Laughing.
Yes,
The
he was
Laughing,
laughing.
yeah.
Yep.
That was a great show.
He did so many shows, and he was also there's a Disney cartoon, actually Disney movie called Atlantis, and it's actually underrated, but it's a great cartoon. And Father Guido Sarducci uses the voice as a character named Vinny. I have it somewhere, but the name's Vinny, and he'll talk about it later. But let's go back to the movies. Home Alone, which is the Joey Cats. Charlie Manson Christmas. No, Charlie Brown Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas. It wasn't going to be on TV this year, and yet Channel 11 picked it up. And then so did a couple other networks. So the Polar Express. What about that?
That one I'm not
That's a good
crazy about. I don't know why.
You know, we have a friend of ours.
right.
That's the
in
one
that-
with the
cat.
penguin?
That's the one.
What's
That's
that?
the train.
It's
Yeah,
the one,
Train.
yeah. It's
We have a
think I
friend.
ever
Tom
seen it.
Hanks was in it, right?
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks.
but we have a friend of the show that plays a character in that. That's Eddie Deason from Greece. He plays a character. in
Oh,
that.
that's right. One of the voices.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
The kid with the glasses.
Yes.
I just realized who he
yes.
was. Okay.
How about Babes in Toyland? And then that's a
an
Thanksgiving.
old- that's a Thanksgiving
but,
one, yeah.
but Santa's
Laurel
in
and
it.
Hardy.
That's Laurel and Hardy,
Laurel
right?
and Hardy. Yeah, that goes back. I think 1934.
Yeah.
if I had to
March
guess.
of the Wooden Soldiers.
That's
Yeah.
the same. That's the same.
same one?
show. Yeah, Trading Places is actually a Christmas movie. It
well,
takes
Eddie
place.
Murphy, that's
Eddie
it.
Murphy and
How about
another.
the Santa Claus? Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3.
That's right.
Right?
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. Arnold.
And Frosty the Snowman, and obviously Sant'Antonio's famous movie Bad Santa.
Yeah, I was pretty good in that one.
Rudolph.
was actually-
That was
Red-Nosed
pretty good.
Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
All right.
But these are just a few Christmas movies we wanted to remind you of that if you forgot about or
There's
didn't
a
want.
lot of good ones out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. But we got a list of people we want to thank later, and this was an amazing year, and good and bad. Because we did but let me tell you, good things can happen because of a bad year, Biagio. I think that because this year was so bad with comedians, musicians, events, wedding, I think once everything starts to open up, it's gonna open up like never before.
Well, it can't get any worse, really.
No?
Could it?
No, I don't
Could
think
it get
so.
any worse?
No,
I think we're
It's
at
gotta
the worst
get
part
better.
it could be.
Yeah.
It's got to start at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
can't believe we're even talking about this.
Yeah, I
horrible.
think we're beyond. Look at this. I'm laughing because my dad's on.
oh, is it?
No, but what I'm laughing at is what he wrote. He wrote everything in Italian. He wrote Buonasera a tutti, which means good
you go.
evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Auguri Santo Natale. So,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Christmas.
basically, right.
Well-
E Felice Anno is a Happy New Year. A tutti voi, noi e tutti, il mondo.
Well-
So he's saying that everyone and in the world.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Alessandro,
Very nice.
Alessandro, voglio dire, buon Natale, buon Capodanno, auguri.
Auguri.
In Italian, everybody says auguri. Auguri means
Auguri,
good luck.
exactly.
Pretty much, good luck.
Cendano.
Chin no, that's when you do a toast.
Right.
We're gonna do a toast too. We got the Rockabella. Listen, we got the Rockabella vodka.
Rockabella.
And Cheryl Lee has sponsored us this year. We want to thank her a lot for our sponsors, but we have other sponsors. We have miniax.com, Mini Kiss. We have so many sponsors, and we're going to get to them all later as we move forward into our Christmas special. Now, we have a Christmas video. We're going to play the Christmas video.
Oh, you know what? I forgot another one too.
What? Which one?
Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Wow, I just said, yeah, look at this. Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one too.
Well, the Rankin Bass ones, I wanted to say, they're all like, they got Rudolph Shiny New Year. They have the Nestor the Long Ear Christmas Donkey, the Little Drummer Boy. They have all that
Little
stuff.
Drummer Boy. Wow,
Yeah.
that's another one I haven't seen.
But we do a video of Biagio's Dominic the Donkey that we did just messing around, and we're going to just share it with you guys. And if you're interested in Biagio's music, go to biagiomusica.com and check out all his songs and make a nice little CD and play it in your car or in your house.
Today would have been a good time to do a Christmas video, huh? Outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Hey, listen.
Maybe when we're done.
The Wise Guys Show picked their Christmas special on December 16th last month. We did this. And look, out of all days, we get snow. So what does that tell you? That tells you that only the Wise Guys can get snow on their Christmas
That's it.
special. Nobody else is doing a Christmas
That's
special
right.
tonight. So we did a little video for Biagio when we were at Franklin Steakhouse. We sang Dominic the Donkey, and look at how fast time flies.
You know what?
It's amazing.
Well, we did a
Right?
little video to remind everybody of that. We're going to play it right now. So we'll get right back to you right after the video.
So I'm gonna do a song that I changed. It's called Dominic Ujucci. Anybody know? So Blaze, I don't know if I'm throwing you a left curve there. Okay, here we go. Get ready. Stay here, ready? Everybody.
Hey, chingity ching, it's Dominic the donkey. Chingity ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 you da. Santa's got a little friend, his name is Dominic. The cutest little donkey, you never seen him kick. When Santa visits his by times with Dominic, he'll be because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, chingity ching, it's Dominic the donkey. Chingity ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la. Jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Look at the mayor's derby on top of Dominic's head. A pair of shoes for Louis and a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside says the maid in Brooklyn. Hey, chingity ching, it's Dominic the donkey. Chingity ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. Children sing and clap their hands and Dominic starts to dance. They talk Italian to him and he even understands. Kumaras and kumaras do the dance a tarantel. When Santa Nicola comes to town and brings a giuncharel. Hey, chingity ching, it's Dominic the donkey. Chingity ching, the Italian Christmas donkey. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. Hey, Dominic, buon Natale,
That's our Christmas gift to you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a nice round of applause for everybody up here.
All right, that was Biagio's Dominic the Donkey. He actually played that song in wait, was it August or no? That was
The second, when September, whatever the date
September
was.
11th, I think, or the
It was
4th.
October.
Yeah.
We're going all the way. Yeah, the
my
first event was the end of August.
Yeah.
Then we did one in October. Wow, she
We
remembers
did
the
two
dates.
here, right? Two?
I wanna see
That
if
was COVID. That was
we
COVID.
want to call the doc. I want to try calling the doc right now and see if we can get the doc on the air. He's got a little something to share with us about the 12 days of Christmas. Antonio is going to try to give him.
And are our mics on?
Yeah, you're all on.
Somebody said
You're
I'm
all-
not hearing anything. Okay.
All right, I can hear anyway.
All right.
So we're going to call the doc. The doc wants to say a few words. And obviously, those of you who know the doc, he gives us a little lessons on Italians, famous Italians, or anything religious, especially toward the holidays. But he has something really cool about the 12 days of Christmas. I thought maybe he could share with you. And
There's
then-
a story behind that too. Huh?
yeah. Let's see if-
Hey guys,
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Dottore.
What's going on?
how you doing?
Good.
You hooked me up? You got me in?
Yep, you're on.
What's up, Doc?
Freddie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Is that, I'm watching the show. What am I on a 10-second?
No, you gotta lower the volume on your show. You gotta listen to us. You're on a delay.
Oh, I'm on a delay.
Yeah, lower the
I'm
volume.
here, man. What's going on?
Lower the volume. Lower the volume.
On your
I
device.
lowered the volume.
All right, can you-
Okay.
Go ahead.
Listen, every time when I'm on the show, I always have something to say about Italians.
Yeah.
And for Christmas, it's going to be a little bit more about Catholics because the Italians were mostly Catholic, so I figured I'd get something that's Catholic. And the interesting thing is the 12 days of Christmas, that song. You guys are all familiar with that song.
Yeah.
You just, mentioned a lot of different movies. I was watching the show, and you guys mentioned a lot of different movies. So here, the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, believe it or not, was a song that was in code. It's actually in code.
Okay.
And the reason for that is between 1558 and 1829 in England, it started with the Scottish Reform, and then the British took over. And one of the reasons a lot of people left and came to America for free expression of the religion, but the Catholics were not allowed to practice. So what they did was to teach the kids about Catholicism, they created the 12 Days of Christmas.
Wow.
So the partridge in a pear tree is Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Now, why the partridge? Well, it seems that the bird, the partridge, will sacrifice, is willing to sacrifice her life for her chicks, for her babies.
He's still
So they used the partridge as. You got me?
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
listening?
Yeah, we're on.
Okay. So now the two turtle doves, I'm going to go through it real quick. The two turtle doves are the Old Testament and the New Testament. The three French hens are faith, hope, and love. The four calling birds are the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Gospels. 5 golden rings are the first 5 books of the Old Testament. 6 geese a laying are the 6 days of creation.
Wow.
7 swans are swimming are the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit: prophecy, serving, teaching, exhortation, giving, leading, and mercy. The 8 maids of milking are the 8 beatitudes from Jesus Christ's Sermon on the Mount.
Wow.
The 9 ladies dancing are the fruits of the Spirit in Galatians, which are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The 10 lords of leaping are the 10 commandments. 11 pipers piping are the 11 faithful disciples. And the 12 drummers drumming are the 12 points of the Apostles' Creed.
Oh.
And there you have it.
Wow. That's good. Come on, that's good. Wow. Where'd you find all this information? How'd you get all that?
Google.
Google. It's funny because I don't actually go looking for stuff. It's like I'm led by the Holy Spirit sometimes. And the song, started playing, the 12th, So I said, let me see what, let me research this song a little bit. And I find on, Cox, VOX.com, they had this big explanation about the 12 Days of Christmas.
Wow.
So that's how it came about.
Nice.
I never knew that at all. You never cease to amaze me, Doc.
Yep.
The stuff you come up with. Now you didn't just make that up, right?
No, I didn't make it up. You can go online. You can go to Google and type in the meaning or the code behind the 12 Days of Christmas, the song.
Who actually
and
wrote
find
it?
that information.
Who wrote it? Do you know?
I don't actually know who wrote it, but you know what my guess would be? Because it was written in English. It's probably
Led Zeppelin.
It was probably some Irish fella, because the Irish were always Catholic, and one of the reasons why the Irish and the British were always at war, because it was basically a religious one. So my guess would be that the Irish were someone in Ireland may have come up with that song, because it was written in English originally.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
All right, so guys, listen. I'm grateful that Freddie let me call in, because I did want to share that. But more importantly, I wanted to wish you guys a Merry Christmas for you and your family.
Merry Christmas, Doc.
For everybody that's listening, the audience, and enjoy your Christmas and New Year's and our little brief vacation until we come back. And hopefully, we all stay healthy and COVID has come to an end.
Wow.
Thanks,
And
Doc.
God bless you all, guys.
Merry
God
Christmas.
bless you.
Thanks, Doc.
Good
God
Doc,
bless Doc.
everybody.
Take care. Good night.
Doc. Listen, I just got to know, it must be snowing pretty rough out there. Jumper Gennaro ran into a problem, but he went into Plan B, so he'll be here as soon as he
What's
can.
Plan B?
I don't know.
He's got the
He
sled.
Maybe,
Jumped out of the car.
maybe he called Santa to come get him. I don't know.
The pizzeria. They asked him to do a couple of pies.
All right,
He
whatever.
stayed and did a couple of pies.
Well, look, it is what it is. And we're going to have Artie Pasquale, our godfather, call in. But before we go there, the Wiseguyz show has been working hard every day, and our shows go on different networks. Right now, we do shows on Italian American Radio, Village Connection Radio, DDV Radio, 920 WON, the Apple, and we just hooked up. And there's other ones. I just right off the top of my head, I can't. But there's another one at Hamilton Radio. We might be joining soon. A guy named Gene Piero, who I want to thank for considering us to be a part of Hamilton Radio. And we're just gonna. This is our last show for the year, obviously, and we're going to discuss this with Gene after this season ends. This is season 7, by the way. We're going to start season 8 in February.
Go by fast.
Our Valentine's Day show will be our first show back. But right now, I just want to let everybody know that we're going to be expanding into other networks, and
I got 6 years
we're going to work on a lot of different things, and seriously, it's all good stuff. We recently had a birthday, Frank Sinatra, 105.
Wow.
Yes. He's obviously dead.
Old blue eyes.
He's obviously dead, but he lived to. He'd be 105 today if he was alive. Is that amazing?
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. You know how I know what year he was born? Because if my father was alive, he'd be 103. So Sinatra's actually had to be born in 1915. I would say.
1915.
Right? Is that right? Okay, because my father was born in 1917.
20, right.
He's only 2 years old.
I
Yep.
can tell you this. His albums sound much better today than he did when they first came out.
Yeah.
And we're talking his vinyls. That's what I found in my attic. And I ran right through all those albums. Chris.
That music is something that will never
The
go
voice.
away.
Never,
That's
never,
like
never.
The voice.
Now there is
Yep.
a sad
the
part
end of
to
the
the
world.
year that I want to bring up, other than the other people who passed. There's a person that was very special to the Wiseguyz show. Her name was Jennifer Anderson, and I was hoping Mike was here for this because he was the one who introduced us to Jennifer. Jennifer was a huge supporter of our show. She was a legend in wardrobe for Broadway hits and Hollywood movies. One known as the Lion King. She was famous for doing the wardrobe for Lion King, but so many others. You look up Jennifer Anderson. She was an amazing, I guess she was a tailor or some type of seamstress.
Yeah.
And she was such a great person, one of the nicest people I think we've ever had here in our studio, and she's no longer with us. But I'm going to tell you, her and along with other people life goes on. But we're going to try to remember all these people, and we do mention them in certain episodes. People like John Cha-Cha Ciarcia. Cha-Cha was the unofficial mayor of Little Italy, a very dear friend of mine, a mentor, a person who was the reason why I do this Wiseguyz show. But there's so many others, Ronnie Giles, and I mean, so many people we lost over the years. And one thing that we do here on the Wiseguyz show, we try to remember them forever. As long as we do the Wiseguyz show, I don't care if the list is 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages long. If you were somebody dear to us and dear to the community, we're always going to remember you. Most people seem to forget, when we lose somebody. But there's going to be certain episodes where we remind everybody who's no longer with us. And just so you know, we're not going to do a New Year's show, but do me a favor, and it's really important. I know this was a tough year, but this New Year's Eve, as we go into the 2021, I think it's always best to remember all those, like my mother and father, my uncles, people who are no longer with us, people that are dear to you. Really try to remember them on New Year's Eve, because when they're not around us, we kind of tend to forget them. And I think as long as you can at least try to remember them at least once a year, it's kind of special knowing that you carry on their name. It's something that you would want them to do for you if it was you that was gone. And so we at the Wiseguyz show are very strong with trying to remember all those that were dear to us. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
I
have to bring this up, not to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
We figured out who wrote the 12 Days of Christmas. Frederick Austin. Thanks, Bruce.
Is he related to
Bless Frederick-
Steve Austin?
Frederick,
The $6
Frederick
million
Austin,
man?
1909 he
Oh, I
wrote
thought
it.
that was the wrestler.
No, Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
No,
yeah.
no, Steve Austin was the $6 million man.
Steve Majors.
No,
That
Lee
was
Majors.
Lee
Lee
Majors.
Majors.
Yeah, but his name in the show
His
was
show
Steve
was
Austin.
right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, go Google that. Google that. Mike Jumper Gennaro, we might have to go shovel him out soon.
Oh, my
I think
we
he's
don't know where
stuck
he
somewhere.
is. Who
He's
knows?
making
Who knows?
Sicilians.
I think we should give Artie Pasquale a call. Give him a call.
Artie.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on early, so in case he wants to talk
Who's
a
got
little
20
extra.
Artie and I went to Voltagra the other night. We had a good time.
For those of you who don't know who Artie is, he is our godfather to the show. Artie Pasquale was Bert Gervaisi on The Sopranos. He was strangled to death by Steve Van Zandt. I forget his character name.
Silvio
Dante. And she strangled him to death.
And he was rubbed off for business purposes.
Yes. So we're going to give Artie a call, see if we can get him on the phone.
Very dirty. It was very dirty how they did him.
Yeah. But Bert Gervaisi, this is Artie Pasquale from The Sopranos, who would have probably came in today if it wasn't for the snowstorm. But on another note, we have he did have a surgery today as well, so I'm just make sure he's all right, and he wanted to say a few words to the guys.
We're doing New Year's together.
There?
Voltagra, yeah.
Did having it outside, right?
In a tent. You're going to 10. You think you're in a roof. It's so friggin'
Well, I know. I can
Oh my God, I
imagine.
can't believe this. Is he?
Artie, what's up, Artie? Our godfather.
Hey, why yo?
Hey, how you doing?
How you
How
doing?
you doing?
Artie Pasquale, everybody. How you doing, Artie?
Sarducci there.
Who?
The good father there.
Who?
Sarducci.
No, he's calling in at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I wanted to see if I can get a confession.
Ah.
He charges for that. You know that.
Oh, yeah? How's it going? You guys are in the snow. I'm surprised you're even having a show.
Yeah, well, this is our last show for 2020, and we got to end it tonight.
I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't even make it if it was good weather. I had cataract surgery yesterday, and I'm trying to rest a little bit, you know?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just taking all kinds of drops in my eyes.
Did
Now
the-
I can see you better. I hope you don't change much.
Did the surgery go well?
Yeah, it went real well.
Oh.
Yeah, everything went good.
Good
yeah,
for you.
Yeah,
Good
everything
for you.
went good. Yeah, nothing to it. He
Nice.
says I can see things through a different light now, so some of you guys better be careful.
Ah, see?
Pasqualine.
Especially that Joey Catalano. Is he there tonight?
Yeah, he's here. Joey.
That's my partner.
You hear?
Oh yeah, I can hear him.
I'm here, Pasqualine.
How you doing, buddy? How's everybody else? Who else is there? Annette's holding the fort, I'm sure.
Mike's stuck in the snow. I think we got to go shovel him out on the way home. I don't know. He was on his way here, and he ran into a problem, and
He's driving his Fiat.
I don't
He's
know.
trying to get it with a Fiat. Artie.
I don't know.
Well, he can stay on the couch in the other room. That's what he can
You know what
do.
he's going to do? He's going to show up at 10 o'clock when everybody's leaving.
That's a
Oh,
shame.
yeah?
That's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know. I told him.
Well, too bad that it happened too bad it had to happen tonight on your last show.
Yeah, I
Christmas
mean,
show.
you know what? It is what it is. We couldn't cancel because everybody actually said they wanted to do this, and unfortunately, half of us showed up and the other half aren't here. But it is what it is.
Oh, we got a nice snow day out of it.
Yeah.
No, Artie.
There you go.
Yeah, that's nice. No day.
Hey, Artie,
That's a
listen.
snow day.
We made a phone call to Santa Claus, and we said we got a Christmas show, and we asked him if he can give us some snow, and we didn't tell him how much, so he just gave us a blizzard. So that's the
Well,
way
you
it
got
is.
to be more specific. You got to be more specific with him. You
I know. So
He
we
gets a lot of requests this time of the year. Santa gets a lot of requests.
so we can't get mad at him because he did give us snow. Look, out of all the days to do a show, the day we picked to do our Christmas special, that's when it snows.
When was Sarducci supposed to come in? The good father.
He's calling in at 9.
Where's he located now?
Oh, he's in California.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's walking around with shorts. We got to shovel our way home.
I'm telling you, it's not good. I'm looking out the window. It's pretty bad.
Oh boy.
Take the fire truck. Take one of the fire trucks.
Yeah, well. But
Who else is there besides Catalano? Who else is there?
we
Who
got
else?
our
Crazy enough
photographer.
to show up.
Our photographer, Anthony Scala's here.
Hi, Artie.
Annette's here. Obviously, Annette's here.
Of course, and that's there.
Without Annette, there's
Without
no show.
Annette, there's no
Forget about
show.
it. No show.
That's for sure.
We got Sandandoni, our engineers here.
What do you say there, Artie?
How you doing, Anthony? How are you?
And we got Roberto Santos, our official DJ.
And you got pizza. You got any pizza and macaroni for Catalano?
Yep.
No
Take it
macaroni.
easy. I'm on a diet.
No macaroni.
Yeah.
We had a couple
Yeah,
of
I know. He gives you
Soyadels.
that no carb stuff. He gives you all that
No
bullshit.
carbs, no
No
carbs.
carbs. Yeah, no carbs. He'll have four scotch and sodas, but he won't have no carbs.
No soda. Scotch, neat. I don't drink soda.
Scotch.
Come on.
Scotch.
You know
No,
what
I
I
drink-
drink.
Yeah, you drink diet ice. He has.
Diet ice.
Well, Artie, I'm glad you're all right. That's all I care about. I was hoping that everything
Yeah,
worked.
I'm good, thank you. I was looking forward to showing up, but I just, I'm not even with the weather, but it was too. I don't want to come there with dark glasses on, and they look too stereotyped. You don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Artie, when'd you have it done? This is Biagio. When'd you have it done?
yesterday,
Today?
Yesterday.
Hey,
Yesterday.
Biatch, how you doing, buddy?
Kifai, you got it done yesterday?
Yesterday, and I had to go back tomorrow this morning to get some other stuff, and it's good. It's bing, bang, boom,
Nice.
Yeah, good. God
Pretty
bless
good.
you.
Don't be looking at that
Yeah, I
white
gotta
snow now. It'll hurt your eyes.
No, that's true. That's true. I got to wear those crazy glasses,
Yeah.
if it's sunny out or something like that.
All right. That's
So,
good.
Biatch, maybe the snow give you impetus to make another song,
Oh, yeah. I'm going to. we
Just
may
went to
do
the
one.
studio.
Hey, give me a little motivation.
So, where'd you get your kids for Christmas, Biatch?
Forget it.
Probably like
M-
Alexis or
Listen, you,
something?
yeah. Artie, believe it or not, my wife's been shopping. She started yesterday, and she leaves at 10 o'clock. She comes home at 10.
Oh,
Every
my
night.
God.
All she does,
Every night.
All she does is shop and she shops and she vacuums.
That's it.
Sure. And you go
Exactly.
to work.
Exactly.
Well, that's what Joey Kat's wife does. Do you think Joey Kat does anything around the house? I was over his house about a month ago. She was hammering nails. She was hammering nails, ripping out the walls.
And I was drinking scotch in the
Her
yard.
husband doesn't do shit. And her husband says, "I got to go get the car washed." He says.
There you go. That's the day we came home from
Anyway,
Rhode
you all
Island.
got great families. You all have great families, and you have a wonderful Buon Natale, everybody.
No,
You too,
too,
Artie. We
Artie.
miss you, Artie.
We miss you,
you,
Artie.
my brother.
I'll catch you in January, right?
Yes, we're gonna hope we could do some more stuff once this COVID clears up a little bit with everybody getting vaccine and all that stuff. We could get back to doing some really good stuff together.
All right. Anytime you need me, I'm around. You know that.
All right, the Godfather.
Thanks,
All right,
Artie.
Artie Pasquale. All right.
Okay. Buonanotte.
Buona-
Buonanotte.
Buonanotte.
Buon Natale and buonanotte.
Buon Natale.
Being that it's a nice Christmas special so far, I want to. We have a special video of Oh Holy Night. One of the most nicest videos you're going to see of a band. Tommy Vincent, Joe Catalano's nephew, or something. He's like a nephew.
He's my nephew.
He's his nephew. And he performed here. I want you to see an amazing video of Oh Holy Night. Don't change your screen. Watch this. I promise you, you're going to love it.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for room and I walk this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. And I seen your flag on the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices. The yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear angels' voices. On nights divine, on nights when Christ was born. On nights divine, on night divine. Well, maybe there's a God above, but all that I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. It's not a cry you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
All right, let's hear it for Tommy Vincent and the boys over there. That's a great
job.
and Santa Claus has just delivered
Armada.
Jumpin' Gennaro, and he's here. He's coming
Oh.
in. Listen, this is just in time, just to call Don Novella, Father Guido Sarducci. He ran into Plan B. He
Here he
made it.
is.
Santa picked him up with Rudolph. He didn't even get Prancer, Vixen. He just grabbed Rudolph.
Here he is. Here he is. My
How's the
Bada
condition?
Bean coffee partner.
Jumpin' Gennaro's in the house. Hey! Just in time. Just in time.
What's up, pal?
I made it.
You made it.
You don't know what I just went through.
What did you go through?
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you something. I tried to come here with 2 different vehicles. I tried to come through Prospect Park. The Ice Mountain, there's a blizzard out there. By the way, you guys are in for something when you leave here tonight.
Oh, shit.
This is all because I said, there's no way in heaven I'm going to miss this show. I'm going to get there. So I called up my friend who had a Kardashian G-Wagon Mercedes, and he's flying through the snow, 80 miles an hour, flying in groove. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, listen, this thing is not going off the road. He gunned it, up the hill, down the hill, around. I said, I'm going to get there. And guess what? Uno, due, tre!
He's here. All right.
We got Roberto in the house.
Yep. Everybody's here. And
you came in with a pizza box, so you were making pizza, huh?
No. I had picked up some from my Uncle John in there.
How cold is that pizza right now? Let me get. How
it's
cold is
gotta
that
be
pizza
ice
right
cold.
now?
It's still warm. It's still warm.
it's still warm. He sat on the way here. The bottom to beat it, then everything's all right. All right. Well, you just made it in time. We're minutes away from calling Father Guido Sarducci. Obviously,
Everything was
Don
trying to
Novello.
stop me from getting here. There's no way it was going to happen.
I know Jumper Gennaro was not going to miss the last show of the year,
way. No
and he got the snowshoes. He came in with snow. It's a blizzard outside right now, but you know what? It's nice and warm in this studio, and we thank we do. We want to thank Antonio for letting this happen.
Ando.
Obviously,
Ando.
Biagio, who gave us this chance to be in this beautiful studio. Hopefully, we stay here for a few more years, and hopefully Antonio lightens up a little bit and stops being a Grinch all for his damn life. As soon as he became a bus driver, he turned into.
He changed. He changed.
Total jerk.
I don't know what happened.
I gotta go to bed.
He drives the dust now. He
Hayes
drives the
being a
dust.
responsible bus driver for, can I say it?
Can we say New Jersey Transit?
Can we say New Jersey?
There you
Transit? So, that's what you got to do.
RK.
You got to rest. You can't be.
That's RK over there, RK.
On no sleep.
All right, is everybody ready for our guest? Our main. Listen, all you guys, start telling your friends. Share this with your Saturday Night Live friends, and I'm telling you, this is going to be an interview that you're going to watch over and over again. It's a lot of laughs. It's a lot of fun, and we're going to give him a call.
Did you let everybody know what process we went through to hunt down?
Oh no,
this
we want to
legend?
we'll thank Chris Lucas for making this happen. Quiet.
Right. Garlic knots.
I hope we don't interrupt his mess.
Hope he answers.
You think he remembers? I don't think he remembers. Huh?
Ando, you got the right number.
Hello.
Hello, Don Novello.
Speaking.
Welcome to the Wiseguyz Show, Christmas special.
Buon Natale.
To all of you, seems like a lot of people there around the tree, huh?
How you doing? We have a blizzard going on over here, by the way, just so you know.
How bad is it?
Bad.
We probably have 7 or 8 inches already, maybe on the ground.
Oh,
It took,
you know that song. They say, "Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow." I always thought, why?
you got that
Obviously, this is two people in one. Don Novello, who's a.k.a. Father Guido Sarducci. Let's give him another round of applause. That's great.
right. Well, let's get them ready.
Yeah.
Let's get them ready. Father Sarducci, I'm Jumping Gennaro. Why don't we go around the whole table and introduce ourselves? On my left is, go ahead.
Roberto Santos.
Roberto Santos.
Roberto.
Hello, Roberto.
Hey, Father, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Again, I'm Jumping Gennaro. To my right.
Yeah, Freddie the fireman. I'm the one who we spoke over the phone to make this interview happen.
The capo.
El capo de capo. My name is Biagio, and I'm a huge fan.
Oh yes, and I've heard of you. You bring the acts over from Italy.
Yes, we do a lot of shows, so
Okay,
hopefully we get you
great.
coming over.
Great. I'd like that. Peter Pavoni is who I want to meet.
And we
Really? Okay.
Did you ever have her? Did you ever have her?
We're talking about years ago. I've actually performed with
I
her.
know.
Yes. Yep. Years ago.
I know it really was years ago and through public, but it was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
And one more, we
How
got.
about Adriano? How about Adriano Celentano?
He won't come over here. I know you know. He won't fly in airplanes. Am I correct?
No, I didn't know that.
Celentano will never come to the United States. He won't go anywhere. He's scared of flying.
Oh, what a shame.
And it's the truth. It's funny. People don't believe it, but he doesn't go anywhere.
Yes, it's
Stai all'Italia. He don't
I
move.
always thought, he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you know.
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Well, we got one more.
Really?
We got one more to introduce you, and then
Father,
we're,
this is Joey Catalano.
Okay.
Joey Cat, great to talk to you.
Hello, Joey.
It's a pleasure.
We call him Giuseppe Gatto.
Okay, good.
Now I'm gonna ask you for your permission because we know your legendary name, but in this house here we also have Sant'Antonio, who's an engineer. We have Annette DeCeia. We have Anthony, the photographer. We have his wonderful lady Linda.
Yeah.
What I want to know is if it's okay if I call you Zio.
Dio.
Zio
Hey,
Santucci.
fine. Zoo, they say zoo too, right? In Sicilian, they say zoo, toto, stuff like that for Zio.
Yeah.
But Zio, that'd be fine. Thank you.
Ok, no, perché questa è una cosa di rispetto, no? Zio.
Well, thank you.
Okay, we're all excited here, and we have many listeners tonight. I realize coming in, there's so many people listening tonight, so I'm sure they want to hear what you have to say.
Well, my best to everybody.
Where have you been?
yeah, where have you been?
Where have I been? I thought we could talk about Christmas. But I've been around. As much as anybody has. People say, "What's new?" I say, "I got a new mask." That's about what else. What else is new?
We say something, by the way, and just so you know, it's when we get very excited, and we haven't done it since you've been on the phone yet, and so we're going to do that to show even more respect. Are you all ready, guys?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yes,
give you
sir.
our famous.
Our legendary shout out.
Okay.
Uno, due, tre,
Azzo!
All right. Okay. Thank you.
So Don, you wanted to talk about Christmas. So what was it? The first thing you would like to talk about?
Well, I'll tell you about the song I did called 100 Christmas Bulbs on the Christmas Tree a few years ago. I've really grown to dislike Christmas, because to me it's always too soon. If they would have Christmas every other year, it would be great, So when I hear like Little Drummer Boy, like not again, it's just like, they just stopped playing it, months ago. And back. And I'll tell you what, the Little Drummer Boy, I always wondered with that song, It's like the poor little boy, I have nothing, I don't have a gift to bring, so I'll play a song for the baby on my drum. I always wondered, why didn't he give the baby his drum? Right?
Yeah.
The three kings didn't say, look at my myrrh, look at my gold, and they give it to him,
Oh man, we've been. That's speaking of the song. We have been promoting your songs. Now you did a whole album, didn't you?
I did a Christmas album with like 4 songs on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the
that
Christmas.
one was the longest.
Yeah, that was like 17 minutes, I think.
I know. I wanted it to be the worst Christmas song ever.
It lasts 15 minutes?
Yeah.
It's a 15-minute song.
No,
Longer. I think.
it goes on. It's 100 bottles of beer on the wall, same length. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do a B-side with 100 bottles of beer on the wall, but just the instrumental.
Just the instrumental.
No lyrics. No lyrics. So you don't even have a warning that you only have 10. It's like, when is it going to stop?
Oh, that's funny. You don't mind me asking another question? This is Biagio again. A good friend of ours, Angela, said if you still have the 5-minute university.
Yeah, I do have the 5-minute university, where you learn in 5 minutes what the average college graduate remembers 5 years after they're out.
5 years. That's the 5-year plan.
And also, you got another minute, you go to law school.
I saw you, this is Biagio again, I'm sorry. One of the best, first of all, Find the Pope in the Pizza.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. And I got to tell you, one of the funniest episodes that I watched with Married with Children was the one that you were on.
Oh, thank you. When we did that Popes in the Pizza, the idea was you put did like wax paper, remember wax paper? You put it on the screen, and you mark the popes, and there was just one speed, one in the corner, but we got thousands of people sending this wax paper. It was great.
Yeah.
And then we had postcards made up, the judges, it was like from the Ecumenical Council, these cardinals, the judges, for the Pope and the pizza contest,
Oh, it was
And it always said, you lost, or you lost. And the prize was it, at the time, the Pope came and they had this button, it said, I got a peek at the Pope. And we had this button that said, even more people could relate to it, that I saw the Pope on TV. So that's what we sent him.
That was great. That was classic.
Are we betting a bad connection because of the storm, Antonio, or should we try to do a recall? That's how it is. Okay,
Angelo
we're getting a
said this.
very small bad connection. Nothing bad.
The movie Casper he was in.
Yeah.
Was
Loved
it a
that.
movie Casper?
Yeah. Oh, you were in a lot of things.
Wait, I gotta know. I watched the movie Casper.
Yeah. I don't have the details.
What part? Okay.
I was an exorcist, trying to exorcise the ghost.
Yeah, he was an exorcist.
And I went in there, they said, have you done this before? I said, no, but I've read about it. And I go in there and they did this thing on the blue screen, where my head turns around. So when I'm coming out, back of my front. But they used this, I got slime is what they call it. And they used this spray that they used to put out fires on airplanes. Freddie used to know this. I don't know what it is. But my pants shrunk like a foot. I couldn't believe what was in stuff,
Going in and out.
But it ruined my outfit.
Should we do a call? Should we call him back? Does it make a difference?
Okay.
Yeah. We're just getting.
Can I try to readjust this phone here or something?
Across
Yeah.
the country, too.
You could try. Yeah, we're calling cross country, and we do have bad weather here.
Yeah.
The only thing
Sure.
the only thing I could suggest is maybe is this a cell phone number?
Yeah.
Maybe if you can move in another,
Yeah, it is.
maybe part of a room near the window.
No, I think it's just a recall. If we recall, think we call him back?
Vicino a finestra.
Can we just try to call you back? Maybe it's just a bad connection on our end too.
Okay, sure.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
call you right back. Just call you right back.
All right.
All right. Let's try. Let's hope.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's the only
I smell garlic.
It's the weather, too.
It's the peach that Mike brought.
Garlic.
garlic
All right,
nuts.
let's see. Hopefully, we get a better reception.
So, is this better or no?
Yeah, it sounds a little better.
It is, huh?
Yeah, it sounds a little
Oh
better.
yeah.
You there?
I was going to tell you, what I miss about cribs, the only thing I like about cribs is cribs, and I don't know if you guys, had manger scenes,
Yes.
Yes.
in the houses and
Sure. O presepe.
and that's what I love. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to set one up, with a card table, and you get these shoe boxes, and then put a sheet over it like they were mountains,
Yeah.
And I had uncles. I had an uncle that would do it. I mean, he started in November, but it was like 10 feet deep,
Wow.
And he had mountains, running water in it and everything,
Was it
And
outside?
No, it's inside.
Oh.
Wow. He did all that?
And I had another uncle, and I never realized this till I was an adult, but he set up a crib in a baby's bassinet. It was like wicker, right? Like a bassinet.
Yeah,
crib.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now most
Never
people
realized it.
most people call it a presebrio or
Yeah, I guess so.
but where did
Main
the crib? Do you know anything about the word crib? Where it originated from, or where it came from, or what region? Or
No. That's what we always called it. Though. I don't know why, but the crib, it was like a baby's crib. But he had a crib in a baby's crib. It was,
Oh, wow.
really. And I never realized that till I was an adult.
Did you say?
And,
did you say you were Sicilian?
yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Sicilian.
Oh, okay.
Questa è una cosa seria.
Yeah, and he, they had, yeah, right. They had statues too. They had statues they brought with them from Italy, and my cousin has continued it. And last year was the 100th anniversary when they started in Ohio.
Oh.
It's 100 years. They're still doing it.
Hey, when you went to, I'm sure you've been to Italy, and when you've been to Italy, how did they take you in Italy?
Well, I got arrested once, at the Vatican.
You got arrested?
Yeah, I was doing something for some Attenzione, I think it was a magazine years ago, Italian American magazine, and it was called like Father Guido Sarducci's Rome, and we were taking pictures all over Rome, and we went to the Vatican, to take pictures.
Wow.
And they saw us we were taking pictures in St. Peter's Square and that, and then the photographer says, "Let's try to get inside," And I thought, they'll never let us in. And he said, "Well, just try," So we drove up to the gate there, this one gate, and the guy just waved us in. And we drove inside, get out of the car, and they arrested us. It was just really
Sound like a setup.
Right?
Come on in.
It sure was a setup. It was,
Sure.
but they saw us in the square, and they resented it. So they have a little cell there, for real priests, I guess they do. But they turn you over. The official thing is they turn you over to the Italian government.
Wow.
So they call these Italian cops and they take us. My wife at the time was with us, a photographer and a driver, and they arrested us and they took us to this jail. And these were cops like they're wearing Levi's, got guns in their belts, and they usually deal with. They deal usually with terrorists, and that's who they called,
Yeah, that's,
Was that like the most
thought.
awkward? Was that one of the most awkward moments of you playing the character?
Oh yeah.
Did you think?
I'm sitting there. It was just we didn't know what was going on, and these guys were really serious, and sitting at a desk, and there is a light bulb hanging, a bare light bulb, right? That's hanging from above the desk, and there was a noose, like a real thin rope, a noose from the light bulb.
Oh my
in the
God.
noose, there was a syringe, and from the syringe, a little piece of paper that said "spies" in English. Okay.
Wow.
So that's what's there. So they kept us 7 hours.
Wow.
And we didn't know what was going on. And then they said, after all this, the guy says, "You have 2 weeks to leave Italy." What? 2 weeks to leave Italy, And then I said to him, "Well, I was going to go to Sicily, and visit my cousins." And then the guy goes, "Okay, 3 weeks."
Wait a minute.
Italian.
Wait a minute.
It's like, what?
Wait a minute. This wasn't around Christmas. You didn't try to steal the manger in the church, did you?
No.
I don't know. Did you think at any point that this was a joke, that somebody was
But I
playing
don't
a
understand.
prank on you?
But what did he do wrong?
They were so serious. Well, they said I was impersonating a priest, and they took my like cape as evidence. And my cape is a woman's opera coat. What I mean? So they have this coat, and they were so serious, and they kept us 7 hours because they arrested us maybe about noon, and they were closing up at 8:00. If they had got us at 9, they would have kept us 12 hours. But they didn't want to put us in jail, So they kept us that long, and it was so serious, like we were terrorists.
I can understand
And then
if you were pulling up your robe and you were flashing people in the square, but well, I mean, what did,
right. Yeah, no.
what did you do that was so terrible? We're trying to understand.
I don't know. I guess reporters or people have dressed as priests and tried to sneak in, but they know that wasn't the case. See, they saw us in St. Peter's Square taking pictures, and they kind of resented it, and that's why they did it. But it was pretty much sorry, And this is like whatever 30 years ago, so it was more serious. It seemed at the time,
But the original people who arrested you, were they the Swiss Guard? Because that's what I read.
Well, the Swiss Guard were there, but the guys at the desk, at the gate, were like dressed as cops. And then there were Swiss Guards, and then they turned us over to the Italian authorities, which turned out to be like these, the cops that deal with terrorists. And that's why, they had this, the spies
sign hanging from a syringe.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man. Wow, man, that had to be something. Now,
I always thought when I would go back, there'd be something, that would come up on a computer or something, but I never, had no problems.
now,
But I never had any trouble with the church or anything, and we're at Rockefeller Center, we're right, the St. Patrick's, they're neighbors,
yeah.
And I never had any complaints. People always said that,
Yeah.
Why didn't you? And it was interesting that they never had letters or anything. So,
CEO, I'll call you CEO too. I have a quick question. How did you come up with the character?
I went to school for a year in Rome in college, and when I was there during the ecumenical council, I saw all this priest around, and there was one priest who ran the school that I went to. He was a Maltese Jesuit. Okay.
Okay.
He's a Maltese Jesuit, and this guy was a heavy smoker, and I kind of copied that after him. And when I started doing stand up, it was during like Watergate and that, and I thought to do a character, like a priest. Be like a foreigner. It could be authority talking to the priest, and especially, coming from abroad instead of being, another guy, comedian from Ohio or whatever, Yeah. So that's why I started doing it. Then I just kept doing it.
Yeah,
But that was the reason.
Well,
was original.
when you got the character, you blossomed into this lovable character that mainly everybody loved, but especially Italian Americans. And I wanted to ask you, in all your experiences, I mean, you were on David Letterman, Johnny Carson, obviously Saturday Night Live, but what was your favorite?
Oh, Johnny Carson, for
Yeah.
sure.
Johnny Carson.
You
Really,
went on
he was,
Johnny with the dog, though, I believe, right? Was that the one you went on with your dog?
I was on there with the dog. Yeah,
saw that
yeah. It was pretty funny, and I remember I went on the break. There was a break, a commercial break, and the dog's there, and I say to Johnny Carson, I said, Sport. My dog's name is Sport, and he's sniffing around, and I said, I don't think Sport likes head, and McMahon is there.
He doesn't like
And
it.
Johnny Carson says, well, they have a better sense of smell than we do. It was really funny, and I just said, I didn't realize at the time how funny, but that's what he said. He said they have a better sense of smell.
Actually, Johnny.
But he was the best. He just loved comedians, and he was rooting for you all the time. That's what it felt like. Just so kind.
You did one
so
appearance.
he was-
You did one appearance on Carson.
No, I did many. I maybe a dozen times or so.
Oh, a dozen! Wow, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
I did. Yeah.
By
But,
any
but
by
he
any
was-
by any chance, did you know our a good friend of ours, the Kreskin, Amazing Kreskin?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, Kreskin was on Carson a lot also. I figured he's a good
Yeah.
friend of ours, and he's a very. I think he was on Carson 80 times because he's like a mentalist. So I thought maybe you might have known him.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also the Vatican Inquirer. You came up with now.
Yeah.
The Vatican newspaper, Los Vertori Romano.
Yeah, right. Yes.
How did you come up with that one?
Well, it's a real paper, but I thought, to be a gossip columnist for the Vatican paper is fun. And also, I said I was the rock critic for the Los Vertori Romano too, and the astrology columnist, And I said I got caught. I lost that job because I would, people just read their own horoscopes, So I would change, what would be Capricorn, 1 month. 1 week I'd change it to the, Sagittarius the next. I thought, people just read their own, So it's like I got caught, lost that big. But the Vatican Inquirer was, like the National Enquirer was a takeoff on that.
Yeah. Now
Elvis cited at the Vatican, stuff like that.
Now you obviously you were very famous on Saturday Night Live, and And I wanted to ask you, you came on at a very prestigious time of that show. A lot of famous names that come off of that, including yourself. But was there anyone you were very closer with than others, or were you just friends with everybody equally?
You know, I think equally. You know, it was a great cast of wonderful people to work with, and I worked with Gilda Radner a lot. You know, I was in her show. And she was terrific.
Fondest memories.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah,
with Gilda Radner.
Yeah.
Anything that rings.
But all those people, great.
Yeah, anything that rings a bell from that show that stands out the most, though? Anything special?
Well, I wrote those the Greek restaurant sketches.
Oh,
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
So that was always.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to.
And one. I'll tell you about a funny thing happened there. We had the Rolling Stones on once, you know, and Keith Richards in the sketch. Keith Richards and I think Charlie Watts. You know, the idea was they're in there, you know, and John kicks them out because they're eating too slow. You know, so he and they first time they saw the script was we did rehearsal, you know, so he kicks them out and afterwards. Keith Richards says, I don't want to do it. And what is it? What's the matter? He says, nobody kicks me out of no place.
Oh, God.
You know,
wow.
I mean, it's a sketch. It's a sketch, but he says, nobody kicks me out of no place.
He took it personal. He took it personal.
Ego on
Yeah,
that.
right. You know. So
Ego on that guy.
anyway, we got Mayor Koch to be in it instead.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I forgot about him.
Which is way funnier, you know. I mean, it's the mayor of New York, and he kicks him out.
Well,
So that's what turned out.
Gio Sarducci, this is Jumpin' Jero. Can I, now that you mentioned Mayor Koch, tell me the truth now. Behind the scenes, once in a while, did you call him Mayor Koch?
I deny that. I categorically deny that. We had O.J. Simpson on once, too. That was pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is way before.
And, you know, there was,
Way before.
it was before that, you know.
Way
Yeah,
before,
but
yeah.
I don't think they ever showed the show again, you know.
Oh, wow.
He was on it. And he did this one sketch with a knife or something. That's what I remember it, you know. But it'd be really interesting to see that now. But that's one of the rare shows they don't show. You know?
Sure.
Father, have you ever did an appearance on Saturday Night Live where the show ended up being controversial with a guest or with a cast member? Because the show was filled with a lot of controversy.
I don't think so. You know, I think
Well, then you know what?
nothing comes to mind. You know, I did a show with Paul McCartney from London. That was
Wow.
a highlight for me.
Wow.
And we went over there, and it was, you know, the 6-hour time difference, you know.
Were you
So that was pretty good.
Were you singing something
we
with
were-
Paul McCartney?
Yeah, I sang a medley of Beatle tunes.
Okay.
Nice.
Wasn't when the Saints come marching in.
No.
Well, we know you played a lot of Father Guido Sarducci characters, but you also, as Don Novello, obviously played and many other things. One was The Godfather Part 3. What got you involved with doing anything like that?
Yeah, he came out in it.
You know, I met Francis Coppola. He was a guest on Saturday Night Live. You know?
Oh, wow.
And I wrote this sketch where, you know, we're doing a sketch about Apocalypse Now, and the idea is that he wants to use live ammunition on the show.
Oh, my God.
You know, so you know. But anyway, I got to know him, and I was in a few movies that New York Stories was one of them.
By the way,
And,
Gio Sarducci, let me just say this to you. You're dropping some very heavy names.
Yeah.
You know what we got to do for that? Uno, due, tre,
Well,
okay.
that's our famous
Salute.
tribute.
Salute. Tribute.
Well,
Celebration.
thank you.
Yeah.
Also, Atlantis. You did voiceovers. Atlantis. You did a lot of stuff. Mr. Bill's Christmas special. Is there something about Christmas that brings out your character more because it's a religious holiday?
I don't know. That's weird because I'm not a Christmas fan. You know what I mean? But the Godfather was great doing that. You know, it was like I was in 5 months in Italy doing that.
Wow.
That was just what a thing to be on it.
Yeah,
and to work with Francis Coppola.
Well, the reason why I said that was because you're not a big fan of Christmas, but after speaking to you, you do a lot with the crib and obviously the preservio, and you. Now you said your family's very involved with making mangers and cribs and stuff, and also you have all these you have a few Christmas songs out. You've done some Christmas specials, and I kind of find it hard to believe you're not a big fan of Christmas.
I know. I just think it comes too often. See, this is every other year. I'd like it, but I like the crib stuff. I never liked, I don't really understand people putting up the lights and that, Yeah. And it's like a lot of work for me, when people do that. But anyway.
Do you have your own? You make your own in your family? Do you leave it up all year, or is it something that you work on? You take it apart after Christmas and then put it back together again, or?
I don't do it now, but my cousin every year does it, and he starts in November still, And
wow.
Like I say, he has this statues that they brought from Sicily.
Oh.
I just remember by this crib, my one aunt, I remember her always there, and just covered in black, like a fire hydrant and black, real short. You'd always have the rosary, even when you go to kiss her, Aunt Josephine, she wouldn't stop praying,
Do you
Right. And they used to always say that she always had the rosary in her hand because it got her out of helping with the dishes.
do you just do the 7 fishes for Christmas?
I have done that. Yeah. And in my house, we always used to have fish for Christmas Eve. But in Sicily, I was a few years ago. I went to somebody's house. They had 7 fish.
Sicilia. Yeah, Sicilia.
Yeah.
What about the?
You guys do that?
Oh,
you guys do
yeah.
that?
We do 20.
Yeah.
We do times 4, 28 fishes over here.
Hey,
This year's a little rough though because of the COVID and everything, we only do 3.
they cut us down.
Yeah.
Tree.
One thing is for sure, when you come to the East Coast, you're going to see something very special. I don't know the last time you were on the East Coast or when you were in New York City, but we're Jersey boys, so we're gonna spoil you in New Jersey. You don't have to go to New York City, okay?
No, that's
Well, I look forward to it.
yeah, that's definitely something I wanted to bring to your attention when I spoke to you even on the phone before. Biagio, who does so many different events for Italian American festivals, banquet halls, outdoor events. I mean. With the performances that he brings in, it's amazing. We wanted you to be a part of that. Also, Mike and his family are very have a lot of beautiful Italian restaurants available. The Wiseguyz always try to take care of our friends. We now consider you a part of our family. And we want you to know that when you come into the East Coast, always let us know you're in town. And you don't got to worry about security or none of that stuff because obviously with the Wiseguyz comes security all the time. You gotta
We got the muscle.
But that was just something I wanted to let you know. I really hope.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And not too far from us. You still with us?
Yes.
Okay. Not too far from us. Have you ever been to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
No.
Well, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania has Il Presepio all year round. It's a very, very special place to visit, not too far from us. Yeah, so you'll see all the nativity scene pretty much celebrated all year round. Yeah. They have all these beautiful shops and cafes and restaurants. Yeah, not too far.
All year round. Well, how great.
Yeah. So that's something for you to
I heard
see.
this is the secret news that Christmas news, the Vatican hides a lot of stuff, you know. But this is what they say. The latest is they found out there was room at the inn, you know.
There was room at the end.
There was room
Yeah,
at the end.
Joseph, he didn't want to pay. Joseph didn't want to pay.
Don't emphasize all. I got
Is there a barn around here, a cave, you know? But also, they said that the three kings, they got there late, you know. They followed the wrong star, you know, with 100 miles out of the way. They say, but by the time they got there, the baby Jesus was already crawling.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what happened? What did they do? They stopped at the bars too?
They got lost, I guess, you know.
They got lost.
And they say, and two of them brought myrrh. Two brought myrrh, you know.
Yeah.
I have a quick question, if you don't mind. I have a quick question. Is when you, I guess I don't know if you were you born in Italy? I'm sorry.
No, I was born in Ohio.
You were born. All right, so
my dad is from he's from Ohio too, but my family's from Sicily.
from Sicily. All right, so when you were doing Saturday Night Live, were you traveling? You weren't traveling back and forth. Obviously, you stayed in New York, or no?
No, I was in New York, sure.
You were. So my daughter, believe it or not, is telling me, because she works for Seth Meyers, and I guess it's the same building. She's saying that Saturday Night Live was in Studio 8H. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She's in Studio 8G, so she's just told me, laugh out
Ask
loud.
your daughter if we could get him on Seth Meyers. I'm sure he would love to have him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But listen, what Freddie said, we're really serious. Once this COVID, gets better and all that, we're going to do a couple of big shows. We'd love to have you here in New Jersey.
Thank you. I'd love to do it.
Whether you want to sing, you want to do comedy, whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right.
I leave it up to you.
Zio, this is Joey Cat.
Okay. Well, I think I'll stick with comedy.
Okay.
Listen, when you come out to Jersey, we're going to take you out. We're going to have a good time. You ain't going to want to go back to California.
All right.
Believe me when I tell you.
Thank you. You've been terrific. I look forward to meeting you all in person.
Well, Don, I want to thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. It has not only been an honor; it's been a pleasure. You are an icon amongst just a legendary character as far as not just to regular people, but to Italians all around. Everybody loved the fact to know that we were having you on, and we really like to look forward to meeting you and doing some stuff with you that I'm sure you would love once you come over to the East Coast. So,
and I just want to mention you have been in conversation over a year, right, Freddie?
No, a few months. No, a few weeks.
No, I'm talking about when we started saying, "Hey, where is he? Where's he been?"
Oh yeah, we've been trying to, but our friend at Saturday Night Live, who's a big fan of our show, Chris Lucas, helped us find you, and I'm telling you, we want to do more. I'm telling you, you deserve a lifetime achievement award, and we're gonna figure something out. And
you know what? I don't want to interrupt, but Chris Lucas just wrote something here. He said he did a cover version of MacArthur Park in Italian on his Christmas album.
I did. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love to hear that.
That's right.
Where's
Arco MacArthur? It was called. Yes. It was La Crema Verde.
La Crema Verde. Okay.
Yes, with the green icing floating down. Oh
my God.
La Crema Verde. Pivola giù. Yes. But that's the best to him, and best. It was really nice talking with all of you. You've been so kind, and I really would love to meet you in person, and we'll do a show, something that'd be wonderful.
Well, you have my contact information. Biagio has your contact information. Anytime you have any idea you're coming into the East Coast, please let us know. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving us this opportunity to interview you. I'm a big fan of yours, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much.
Can you before you close off? Can you give us some words of inspiration as Zio, Father Don Novello, Father Guido Sarducci?
Eat the fish. Eat the fish.
Thank you so much, Father Guido
Right.
Sarducci, Don Novello,
Okay.
and we look forward to
Grazie,
seeing that.
grazie.
Grazie tutti.
Grazie mille, grazie.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Buon Nadal.
you.
Yes, and have a Merry
Okay,
Christmas.
buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.
Ok, buon anno.
Buon anno e buon anno.
All right. You still there? Okay, he's gone. No, he's still there.
We don't want you to go, padre.
Arrivederci.
Ciao, ciao.
All right, I think that's it. But what a great interview! I'm
Oh,
telling
he's
you.
great.
What's
Yes.
better?
You know
what's
what really
better?
blew me away? I got to tell you something. I always thought he made up that accent.
Oh,
That's his voice.
that's his voice.
Didn't you think? No, when he was the character.
Yeah,
He
Right.
probably did, but I thought that was his character.
yeah.
Of course.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
how he speaks.
He did so much. I didn't want to get into it. He didn't
but
want
he's
to.
been with everybody.
Yeah.
You're talking
Yeah.
about
Oh,
A-listers.
wow.
Get it.
Yeah.
You're dropping some heavy names.
Wait,
Heavy
did
names,
he,
yeah.
Did he mention Frank Sinatra or no?
Oh no.
I wonder if we would have said Frank
Well,
Sinatra.
look, we're gonna meet him eventually, and I'm sure we're gonna be able to go over a lot of this stuff. But
Oh, you know what? We gotta have him.
Gilda Radner, he wrote the
wrote
best of
sketches
Gilda
for the show,
Radner,
yeah.
the best of Dan Aykroyd, the best of John Belushi. He wrote 9 episodes of SCTV.
There's gotta be a lot of
He
great
wrote
John Belushi.
69 episodes of Saturday Night Live from 78 to
Gee.
86.
Unbelievable.
And
Smart
there's
guy.
so much more. He did like little things like Father Guido Sarducci Live,
Oh, and the Porto Boogie Beats.
Breakfast in Heaven, 100 Bulbs, obviously on the Christmas tree party
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
album. Holidays and Dementia. We didn't get into that, but there's so much. We could go on and on. It's like, you know how you can't visit and see Rome in a day?
Right,
you can't
right.
interview.
But he was
He
like
did
Mike
too much.
said, he was naming names like nothing. He was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, and I was with this person. I was that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
a classic rock Christmas he did. Another one I forgot to mention. But he did play, he said Casper.
You know, we forgot to ask him. Is he doing anything now in California?
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's just chilling
He's
out
just
out
like
there.
semi-retired.
Yeah, from what I heard, he was. But I do want to thank Chris Lucas for helping us
Thanks, Chris.
locate him and find him. Chris, you're an angel. You're a big friend of our show. You know, obviously we invited you here, but the weather kind of like held it off a little bit. But in 2021, we are going to boom, skyrocket like never before. And before we go, we have a little bit more left. But I want to do a few thank yous to a few people. Obviously, I wanted to start with Chris because he got us this unbelievable interview. Just I'm glad we recalled him
It was
back.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It
Let's
cleared
give,
up.
him let's give Chris Lucas an azzo.
Yeah.
Uno, due, tre.
Azzo! And but let's. I'm probably gonna miss some of you guys. I'll apologize to you when I see you. But let's start off with Lenny, Lucia, and Artie Pasquale, the Godfather today, who already called in. Lenny Lucia did a pre-show at Zaz Radio. I want to thank Anthony Rodia for helping us out, promoting some of our stuff, and coming to do our show in New Jersey. The Italian Chicks, the Uncle Louis Variety Show, they were great when we met them. We had a great time at Roma di Napoli. Carlo Russo and Lou Greco. I want to thank Uncle Floyd and Dom Carbone. Dom had a bad weather today, so he couldn't come in. We want to thank the Jersey Pizza Boys who perform with us every time with Biagio and stuff. Joe D'Onofrio, Peter Gaudio, and Angel Salazar, who actually had a show today. I'm sure that was canceled. That was in Springfield. I want to thank Ferdinand Visco and Bill Russo, are growing up Italian. They are our Italian-American leaders in New York City, and they're very important to us because we try to be the voice for anything Italian-American if you follow our page. Joey Calabrese, who throws up his cartoons on our page all the time. Joey, thank you so much. Michael Santangelo from Chow St. Louis. Johnny Anello from Italian American Radio. Jonathan Rios from 920 WN The Apple. Jim Savali, Dan Romano of Village Connection Radio. We want to thank you so much. And we also want to thank Bruce Sosha, Mike Mata, and Federico Castelluccio of the Soprano Con and the Mob Movie Con, whatever they're doing, coming out once this COVID breaks up. And thank you guys for always having us. I want to thank Jack O'Halloran. He was known in Superman. He was also a professional fighter. Superman 2, Jack O'Halloran was one of the villains. He's always commenting and posting on our page. Kenny Delvecchio and his family, Francine and Mario, who's a great kid. It seems to be he's a future star, upcoming every day, doing stuff with wrestling and football and acting. We did stuff with him with the Wrestling Christmas Miracle, and we want to wish everybody also at the crew and the cast of all of Wrestling Christmas Miracle Merry Christmas. Sal Pags at Lena's and Lena at Lena's will always take care of us when we go there and eat, and we do events there, little things that we do, it's a good time. Pasquale and his family, Mike DiGennaro, the DiGennaro family, Queen Margarita at Blue Eyes, all the people at Roma di Napoli who always are so generous with their pastries and their pizzas and Blue Eyes restaurant on the waterfront. We're going to do so much more once this. I'm telling you, when COVID clears up, we have so much to do. It's not even funny. Here's something we're going to do more in 2021. Todd Wharton from Global Talent Connect. If you go to Global Talent Connect, we actually have a page that he set up for us that you're going to see a lot of things that the Wiseguyz do. I recommend you do something that's just Biagio, because this is like Global Talent Connect. So if people want to do an event somewhere in the world, you got to see all the people on his. Right. Just like Nonna's in Orange, who always has us at their Orange Festival hosting. They're at 131 Lincoln Avenue in Orange. We all obviously want to thank Kelly Lee at Rockabella Vodka, and Richard McCormick, her photographer. You guys are always doing stuff with us, and I'm so proud to have you a part of our show. Boricua Pace, our ambassador, he's a legend in freestyle and radio. Check out his radio app. I'm telling you. Yeah, Gincarelli's Pizza, who had Biagio perform at their little event this year because COVID stopped the St. Gerard Festival. Sal, Ro, Pina, Eugene, and their family, the father and mother. Tino Macchia Music, who's been posting on our page. I don't know if did you see a lot of his stuff? What do you think?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Good stuff.
Yeah, anything Italian-American we try to perform. I mean, we try. Joe Namoli, Roro Antonucci, we mentioned earlier. She's like a fill-in for our show. Vinny Dice and Big Time Tommy Ramola. I reached out to Big Time Tommy, and I'm sorry, Vinny Dice, and I told him once COVID clears up, we'd like to do stuff with him. He was down with it, and we're looking forward to doing some more stuff with Vinny and Tommy. Karen King at Oliva Dairy, at the oldest cheese joint in America, located on the corner of Grand and Mulberry Street in Little Italy, New York. Got to get there. We wanted to go there, but I mean, it's going to be tough. And ask for Karen King. Tell them the Wiseguyz sent you. That's Cha-Cha's wife, Karen. And I also want to thank John Ciarcia, that's Cha-Cha's name, John Ciarcia, but his cousin John Ciarcia, who just recently retired from the New York Police Department. All you guys, we love you guys. We hope to see more of you in the future once this COVID breaks. Obviously, Arlette and Tommy Vincent, who performed that beautiful video for us, him and his boys, and the big ones. The big ones are big fans.
Right.
We're close with all of them.
Yes.
Pamela Roth, her show on the Village Connection network that we're also on. Eddie Sicoli from the movie Screw Loose. Joey Catalano's
Cucina.
He's your cousin.
Oh, he's your cousin?
He's
I
a
didn't
cousin.
know that. Okay.
Yeah, Eddie Sicoli. We're supposed to
didn't know
have
that.
him, but
Screw Loose.
Why couldn't he? He didn't come in the other day.
He wasn't feeling too
Wasn't
hot.
feeling too good.
Was he from this area?
He's from Newark.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right.
Andrew-
I thought he was out of state.
Bada Bean Coffee, Andrew Edelman.
By the way, is that bada bean perking yet over there?
Cafe.
coffee over there.
Yeah, we're going to have coffee soon. The Reverend Bob Levy and his son, Dom Levy and Billy Thoden, the Fat Mez. You ever see their videos? They're on our page. Yeah. They want to do stuff with us. They blew up. They blew up. They had a video go nearly viral. I think it reached over 100,000 views. Fat Mez, they want to do something with us in the future. Right. I'm down with it. Bob Levy reached out to us himself and asked him, when Bob reaches out to you, that's a good sign. That's that he wants to do stuff with us. We want to thank Don Most, obviously Don Novello, who called in tonight, Mike Marino, who always performs with us and comes in our show all the time. Catfish Cooley, our South Texas wise guy, hick, whatever you want, redneck, that's what I meant, not hick. He's constantly doing stuff, and that hot food that he eats, he's got to be out of his mind. Tina DeVito from DeVito Promotions, Linda Finelli, and Damon Feldman of Celebrity Boxing. We're not done with Celebrity Boxing, just so you know. We're working on some stuff. Again, COVID stopped a lot of the events this year for the Celebrity Boxing, but we're going to continue once things clear up. Louis Fatal at miniax.com, minikiss.com. Mark had COVID tonight. He couldn't come in, but we want to do more with Mini Kiss, Mini Axe, hopefully in the future. We want to thank Sterling Security and Cafe Intermezzo for supporting our show, everything we do. Always we get a lot of compliments coming out of them companies. John LaRocchia, a New York City firefighter, retired, I believe. He's on Strong Island Television. He's always posting and promoting on our show. I think he had Louis Gossett Jr. on his last show. Tony Cucci, Mario Polite, Glenn Girolamo, all big friends of ours, and we, again, look to do more with you guys. Renee from Rim Cafe, Julie, Drunk Housewives of Australia, Fabio Pompili, and AC Mike, all guys of our...
Fabio's going to come here, he said.
Yeah, he's coming in March.
Yeah,
so hopefully COVID...
Once this COVID's over.
Yeah, yeah, we're going to look... That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Shane Coyle, the Ultimate Decoy, he was going to come in tonight. I was going to surprise you guys and have him come in, but again, this big monster storm, God only knows what's outside right now. Ralph Patino, our Canadian connection, would you call him?
Yeah, and he's doing a Christmas special December 24th.
Yeah.
Which, a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to be one of the guests, but he's got Mauronardi.
Oh, nice.
He's doing a whole thing, and it's free.
Nice.
Virtual video.
We'll run it off our page.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Manny Anzolata, New York City cabbie, Mr. Ferrari. We want to thank him for always keeping us in tune of everything that's going on. And if I forgot you, look, I apologize, but there's a lot of people that I want to thank. Pastor Mike Casal, who we couldn't see tonight. And it's just the Wiseguyz show is moving forward to doing a lot of great things. And I promise you, we're going to bring you so much more than just Italian-American events. We're going to bring you Italian-American events, Italian-American shows, Italian-American comedy, but we're going to bring freestyle. We're going to bring it doesn't have to be Italian-American on our show. We're a variety show here, and
Ubogi Dutta goes.
Ubogi Dutta goes. But I do want to mention to Joey Cat about this Bada Bean video that's just at the Butcher's Block.
Yes.
What happened? You was there
The
part
Butcher
of it
Block.
too.
Of course.
Great restaurant in Long Branch.
And the Many Saints of Newark, that's coming out too soon.
March
right?
12th.
March 12th. Check out Joey Cat. You do your scene with
great.
We could say.
You want to mention Bally's a little bit, maybe?
Well, I mean, for all you guys who go to Atlantic City, we have something possibly happening at Bally's. We have to sit down and discuss what it is exactly we're going to do there. But they are in the process of renovating and changing the whole casino. And don't be surprised if we catch the Wiseguyz there being a part of the, I don't know about the entertainment, but a part of the casino and promotions. And we still got to discuss what it is.
We're in the works.
But we're in the works, and it's a surprise. Joey gave me the chance to mention it, so I'm going to look forward to the Wiseguyz hopefully being involved with the Bally's Casino in Atlantic City.
Doing some live broadcasts.
Doing some promotions and some really good stuff. Giveaways, bringing in special look, we got a lot of things we got to talk about still. Right. The Wiseguyz are moving forward into a lot of things. COVID really put a damper in not just us, but everybody. And we try to finish the year off with a bang by giving you Father Guido Sarducci, who nobody can really, you haven't even heard from him in a while. When we found him, we interviewed him, and we hope you enjoyed it, But there's so much more we're going to do. Hopefully we bring him into the East Coast and do a live with him at one of the restaurants or something. You never know. You never know. But the Feast of the Seven Fishes is coming soon, and I just want everybody to know, if you don't know what to have at the table, if you're really going to support, you have anchovies, whiting, lobster, bacala, smelts, eel, squid, octopus, shrimp, mussels, clams, scallops, oysters, all feasts of the 7 fishes. That's what I saw. And even the pabarul embutida, that's stuffed peppers for those who don't understand Italian. But do you guys celebrate the Feast of the 7 Fishes?
Oh, absolutely.
Biagio, what do you guys like?
My mom does some pretty amazing. So one of the legendary things is the bacala balls.
Bacala.
The bacala balls.
Delicious.
She makes, with the raisins in them. She makes a really beautiful linguine with walnuts. And then
Nice.
who
What
likes,
about you,
who likes
Biagio?
the pulpo? Who likes the
The pulpo, octopus.
The octopus. I love octopus.
Octopus ink with the pasta.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ever
Nice,
have that?
nice. Hey, that's good
We have
stuff.
all that. I mean, this year, unfortunately, who knows how many people are going to be all together because of COVID. But we're going to
Try to-
still
try to
follow
hold the
tradition,
tradition.
and
What's your favorite of the 7 fishes?
you know what? I eat the bacala.
They do 9 now, right?
Bacala.
They do as many as they want.
And prepare
Well,
them in
obviously,
different-
But you know what's
Lobster-
funny though? I got to
lobster
tell you
oreganata
something
I
though,
make.
Miguel. I don't know
Lobster
if you know this.
oreganata?
Delicious.
Oh.
I don't want to sound like the doc. They're saying Italy, they really don't do that tradition. It's not 7. Ali Dali, I'm talking about. Here we do 7. Over there, there's no count. You could do 2, you could do 3, you could do 12. There's no
Well,
such
over
thing.
here, we-
Over
we
here, we
do
say it's the
7,
7
we do
fishes.
20
That's what I'm
fishes.
saying. But it's not like in Italy they're doing it.
Bogey do to go.
No bogey tutto gos. A giambotto, like they say, right?
The
They
number
made-
7 is always significant, right?
Right.
Jesus
Right.
Christ is a 7.
Right.
Number 7.
Let me tell you, in Italy, what I had that I thought was amazing, smelts. They took the smelts and they
floured them.
No,
right?
no,
They
no,
floured
no,
them
no,
and
no,
fried them?
no, no. They soaked them in, I think, lemon overnight, and the lemon literally cooked them.
Really?
And then they took out the lemon, they strained them, and then they put olive oil and herbs and garlic and
The bacala you got to
parsley.
soak, right, for days.
No, and the smelts were just stayed in the oil. And when you pull them out as they let the oil drip off them, and you eat them like whole. And I thought that was one of the most amazing things I had being in Italy. I did spend Christmas in Italy one year.
The dried
just amazing.
bacala you got to soak for
Right.
several days, but
Right.
if you get it fresh, then
Let me tell you the truth. My experience in Italy was totally different than what I thought it would be. When I went to Italy, some people they were becoming more Americanized. They were like the Christmas tree and throw a few lights up here and there. But the more important thing, people don't really exchange gifts in Italy for Christmas. They just make sure that they visit their fellow man or woman and wish them a Merry Christmas. Christmas is for the kids, period. And so is New Year's. During the holidays, you give money to the kids, whether it's Halloween, just the kids. That's it. If the husband wants to give the wife a gift, that's probably all it'll be. Is like maybe one gift, but a nice gift, and that'll be it. They specialize. I mean, their main concern is to celebrate the holidays and cherish the moment to be together,
Which is very important.
Right. Yes.
Now, our good friend Keith, who I watch, he's got a cooking show on. He said Cuomo said only 3 in New York. Is that what he did? Miguel.
Who's that?
Cuomo said only 3. You only got 3 dishes, fishes, because he's doing.
3.5, 3.5.
He said only 3. You can't have 7.
No, you can only have 3.5
What does
fishes.
How do I know?
Hey.
Namoli do? He goes like that.
There was one other person I want to mention, Jonathan Skinto, our chef, another chef, a friend of ours who's a chef who always puts his videos up. Jonathan, I'm sorry if I forgot you. You just came to mind. But I came to mind because you're talking about.
There's so many more. There's so many more people.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
have
there's
nothing-
so many.
Right, we love you all.
There's
we
all
love
different
all your
traditions.
support.
Yep. Absolutely.
But on behalf of the Wiseguyz show, I'm going to end it now because I think we did our part.
we may have to sleep here.
Yeah, we may have to.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
have to do one holiday song.
one holiday
Of course,
song.
we
Oh,
gotta
did-
do
All right.
something.
For-
Antonio left now with
Yeah,
the music.
but we're going to have to do it a cappella. What song do you want to do?
What song do we all know together?
Well, we want to do Silent Night.
We could sing that song Far, Far Away.
Or we do Jingle Bell. Jingle
We
Bell.
know Jingle Bells.
I don't care. Whichever we want to do. We could do Dominic the Donkey.
Let's
And have you lead the way.
let's do a song everybody knows.
Well, it's
gotta
What is it?
beginning to
Jingle
look
Bell?
a lot
Hey,
like
Jingle
Christmas
Where
everywhere
will you go?
No, I
Let's
don't know
find
the words
words.
to that, Ola.
Take a look at the
What about Silent Night? Everybody knows.
Silent Night.
Okay, let's do
All right,
Silent Night.
Yeah, we got to be
on behalf
dramatic.
of a slow year, we'll do Silent Night. Ready? You want that? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Silent night, holy night. tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
That's Jersey right there.
All right.
There you go.
Merry Christmas to all.
Buon
Have a
Natale.
happy New Year. Buon Natale a
Buon
tutti.
Natale.
Abbraccia.
Tanti baci.
And have a happy New Year. We'll see you in 2021 with some really good things. I
Hopefully an
promise
happy
you.
one.
Stay tuned. Join the Wiseguyz Facebook group page and follow everything that we're doing. We might be doing some clips here and there, but no shows until February. Our Valentine's Day special.
From
So-
Roberto, Jumper Gennaro, Freddie the Fireman, Biagio, Giuseppe Gatto,
And Anthony Scala,
Anthony
Annette,
Scala,
the talent
Annette
coordinator.
Tejea, and everyone else who's not here, Angelo, and everybody
We
else who's not here.
have a happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Uno, due, tre, azzo! Thank you, everybody. Have
Merry
a great
Christmas.
Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas.
I'm dreaming.
They wanted to hear Jingle Bells. Jingle bells,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. All the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells of cocktail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Merry Christmas, everybody. Knock us off.